Feministas can play a major role in preventing the incarceration of Latinas. According to the Sentencing Project, between 1980 and 2014, the number of incarcerated women increased by more than 700%, rising from a total of 26,378 in 1980 to 215,332 in 2014. And get this, Latinx women were incarcerated at 1.2 times the rate of white women. So ladies, let's come together in these major issues because the change starts with us. Y sí se puede. I believe everyone should have the right to vote if they're breathing, conscious, and human. However, sadly, 6 million Americans are denied the right to vote because of felony convictions, and a disproportionate number of felons happen to be Latinx people. Policies need to change, and feministas need to have a say in it. You see, mujeres, Latinas are leading the numbers in the prison demographics right now. We continue to fill up jail cells because of policies that target Latinx community. Of them, the US-led drug war policies hold the #1 spot on why more and more women are incarcerated for non-violent drug laws. According to the US Census Bureau of Justice, nearly 80% of Black or Latinx people in federal prison and almost 60% of people in state prison were in there for drug offenses. Our Latinx community are especially at risk because of misguided drug laws resulting in disproportionate arrest and harsh mandatory minimum sentences. And although rates of drug use and selling are comparable across racial and ethnic lines, Black and Latina women are far more likely to be stopped, searched, arrested, prosecuted, convicted, and incarcerated for drug law violations than are whites. Mass deportation is another huge issue for Latinx community and is one reason why a large number of families are being broken apart. For example, an estimated 84% of parents in federal prison and 62% of parents in state prison are housed 100 miles or more from their children, which causes irreparable damage to the children. So what should we do as feministas? Well, for one, we should definitely urge policymakers to change US immigration policies to accurately reflect the diversity and complexity of immigration in this country, based not on fear and myth, but on facts and evidence. And the fact is that the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals, and yet things like pregnant women who are incarcerated for immigration or drug law violations often do not receive prenatal care. That is simply inhumane, and we must say no more to this. The mainstream media, from the news to film and TV, portrays Latinx people as criminals, drug runners, hyper-violent, barbaric individuals, and these representations impact the way everyday people, including law enforcement, judges, and other officials, think about us. For example, according to the American Community Survey, roughly 1.6% of Latinx immigrants from ages 18 to 39 are incarcerated, compared to 3.3% of the native-born. This disparity in incarceration rates has existed for decades, as evidenced by the data from the 1980, 1990, and 2000 decennial census. In each of those years, the incarceration rates of the native-born were anywhere from 2 to 5 times higher than that of immigrants. Educating the media and the general public is imperative. Let's do this by focusing attention on the Latinx and the US criminal justice system with data, research, and evidence that help set straight the common misperceptions about Latinx and crime. The time to be unapologetic is now. There are too many broken families, lack of votes, and injustices to this Latinx community because of our criminal injustice system. Let's stand up for those wrongfully incarcerated, the people who come from jails, prisons, and detention centers and deserve a second chance at life. Sí se puede, mi gente. Y sí lo vamos a hacer.